Hello, this is Elise from Bossupmixmedia Embroidery Art. In this tutorial, we will be exploring the art of embroidery. First, French knots, and we create a beautiful collage fabric to fabric on the outfits to bring that pop of 3D. Follow along as we dive into the 3D project, meaning you and I. Whether you are a seasonal or just starting, this tutorial is perfect for mixed media embroidery art under your belt. If you are new to the channel, welcome. And if you know of this channel, Bossupmixmedia Embroidery Art, thank you for coming back. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It will help me to know what you bossies want in this embroidery world of art. So let's begin, guys.
Okay, let's begin on this rainy, chilly day. Okay, our fabulous 1900 couple. We're going to look at it now. If you notice, I had did more work to our couple, but today we are going to do, you and I, we are going to do French knots, and we're going to put a fabric across her waist to embellish her waist 3D. So let's do this now. We're going to do French knots and we're going to do the waist, but we're going to pick our fabric for the, well, I already picked the fabric, but I'm going to show you what kind of fabrics, if you want to do this, what kind of fabrics you should use for the collaging on top of the fabric. So here we go. We have ours. We have this one we're going to do together, you and I. We are going to do today the French knots. Now, on this one is a blue, like blue flowers in her hair, on underneath the hat and her hair. That's what we're going to French knot going to do. The French knot is going to give that blue color. Let me see, can I put it a little closer? Okay, see that blue? We are going to pop it more with the French knots. So let's do that now and let's begin. Okay, we have her here. And oh, before we go on with her, with the French knot, some fabrics rattle at the end. So just to be safe, if you can, go and do a basic stitch in and out around your the end of the picture. If you get this fabric, which is awesome, but if you get this picture for it not to ravel on your picture, take your needle and thread and go the basic stitch in and out, and that will stop it from transferring the rattle to your picture. So there's nothing to worry about. As long as you do that, you'll be a-okay. Okay, now we are going to do the French knot, so which is a basic stitch, one of the stitches that people do in embroidery. So I'm coming up, and guess what? I decided I'm going to do this with my hoop stand, okay, with the French knot. So hold on. Okay, we got her on the stand, the lovely couple. We are going to do French knots. So okay, I don't know if you can see the blue. Hopefully you can see the blue. That is the flower that's in her hair. So what we're going to do, which I can see it very well with the lighting, so I'm hoping that you guys can see it. Okay, so we're going to go up because we're going to do the French knot. Okay, wrap it around your needle, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we go down. Make sure your needle can move. That means you have the tension. Okay, let me make sure that the thread, everything is fine. Okay, now you bring it down. And there we go. So I'm gonna try to do at least 8 of the French knots with you. For if you're a beginner, you can learn the French knot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring it down. And there you go. Let's bring it all the way in. Loosen it a little bit because we don't want to lose our knot. And there we go. Okay. Now, if you want your knots to be bigger, all you have to do is add extra loops. And before I go on, I have the pearl cotton here, size right here, number 8. So that's what we're doing with the French knots. And usually a size 8. Wow. Okay, usually a size 8 is like 6 strands, okay? So this one, I like the knots there, but I'm gonna try to let you know that we can do bigger. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's try 6. Then we go in. Your needle's moving. Pull it down the other way. Hopefully I don't catch nothing from the fabric. Okay, and there we go. So let's try to do 5 more. Go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do 6 because I'm like the 6. I think the 6 is the key. So we go down. Don't be scared. And try to do it loose as possible. I did this one a little too tight. So the next one I'm going to do loose. And I see that pull your fabric get loose. Pull it back to the loop. And sometimes your fabric can get loose. You can take it off take your fabric off and tighten it, your ring. Tighten it with, this is a hoop, which I love, is a bamboo hoop. And you tighten it, it has a screw at the beginning. So you can tighten it to make sure it don't get that loose. Or another thing too, you can put another fabric in between this. Maybe I will show y'all how to do this because I might wind up doing it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now this one I did loosely. So let's try and see what happened. Your needle's moving, so that means the knot will go through. Bring it down. Yeah, it's much better. So if you can, try to do a little loose. Okay, there you go. So we have 6 now. I'm gonna do 2 more. And then I'll meet you at 10. 2 more with you guys. So 1, I'm doing it loose. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we bring it down. Your needle is moving. Okay. Bring it down. And let's try one more. And I can see that the blue is all the way to here. So I'm going to keep going and then I'll meet y'all at the end. 2. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I did that loosely. Bring it down. Okay, so that is our French knot. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep going till I see no more of the shadow of the blue there, and I'll meet you at the end. Perfect. So one more. Bring it up loosely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bring it in. Needle can move. That means that knot is going to come okay. Bring the needle down, and there we go. All right, we got that part. Now what we're going to do, we're going to cut it. I'm going to cut it. I'm not going to move the hoop. I'm going to just fill from the bottom and cut it long enough that later on I can attach it, and that French knot will not go anywhere. Okay, now that we have the French knot, now we're going to do which is her waist. Okay, so let me move the camera. Okay, there we go. Her waist. Okay, before we go into the waist, okay, I have strap fabric that I have chose that I was going to pick for this. Sometimes you can buy all kinds of straps, but if you can find the ones with sequins and other embellishments, and that's where we come in with the collaging at. Sometimes they will have beads on it, like stones on it. Then you have sequins and all of that. You have the little stones like the rhinestones on it. Okay, that is awesome because that's what we're going to embellish our belt, which is her waist. And I already picked my collage fabric, and it's going to be 2-piece. I have this one, which is I got from the fabrics. All we need is just a little piece, and it's going to be her waist. Because if you notice on the large one, which is here, let me bring it. Okay, the large one of her, I had embellished her with this piece, and plus with my embroidery thread, I added extra stitches to highlight her waist. Okay, it's smaller, so we're going to do these together. Okay, once we get our fabric and cut what part we want, we are going to now, this is what I decided to do. I have a little fabric here with it looks like a little shiny sequence, but I guess that's the way the fabric is. But then I liked it this little sequence and put them two together. I think that will be so awesome. So I have my thread ready, which I got the till. Okay, and I'm going to I'm gonna see if this needle work, because I know this is small detail, so maybe I should go with a smaller needle, but we're gonna see. Let's see if it works. Okay, I'm gonna come up. Let me see. This is really adding the fabric to another fabric, which is basically what they call collaging, because or I could have glued it first, but I didn't want to do that. I just want to sew it on. So we piecing it on, and I'm gonna try to get this top fabric in. There we go. Okay, we have it here. So we pull it up. Okay, that needle, this size needle, which is a 20, will be fine. Okay, and then we come down. Because if you notice, I'm going in all the teal color. Okay, and bring it down. Now what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go to this end. I'm going to tack it on this end to make sure that it's okay on her waist. And then we're going to sew it all together. Okay, so I'm going to go. Bring it up. I'm gonna bring it up on this side, the first fabric. I'm gonna try to do closest possible to the edge. So I'm bringing it right there, bringing it up. Okay, now I'm going to bring the piece that I want to add, and which it broke. Oh, but you know what? I'm going to solve that. I'm going to bring it up. Don't worry, we're going to still use it. Bring it up. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to tack it. I'm going to tack it down. I mean, I'm not going to get rid of this piece. I like it. Okay, so we're tacking it down. And the fabric, the thread is so close to the color of the fabric, so that's which is awesome. Now I'm going to tack it here so it won't go anywhere. And I'm going to do close as possible to the sequence. That's why I'm holding the sequence down. Okay, here we go. So, and then we're going to bring it here. There we go. Don't worry, we're not done yet. Okay. Now, usually what we do when we want to, see right here, this one is coming off too. So what we're going to do, which this space and this space is not that far away from each other. Usually you will keep going across and cross and cross. But you know what? I'm going to do that now because I don't want too much gap in the back. Which basically this is art. So number one is wearing this. Okay, number one. Number two, after you finish this, the back will be covered. And not only that, I'm thinking I might add another piece of fabric to this fabric. I just decided that today because since this is a smaller fabric, I think I'm going to add a piece of maybe felt behind it for our next segment together. So I'm going to make a note of that. Okay, now see, the sequence is there, but I want it to drop. So what I'm going to do, I want it to hang from her. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back with the sequence. See it right there? Because I want it to stay in place. So I wonder, can I put that sequence? Because you know, in order to do a sequence, they have a hole in it. So I'm going to try. There we go. All right, people, there we go. I got it. So there we go. So I know that will drape down on her. And then I'm going to embellish. I'm going to put another thread. So I'm doing a lot of fixing here, but that's what you call learning as you go. And you learning as you do this. You keep doing these things. You learn. And it's so much fun because you don't want to do something that's boring. You want to always challenge yourself. So that was my challenge of the day. So we're going to go across. And we want it to still remain looking good. So we're going to go across this whole, we're going to say her belt, because that's what it's winding up her waist is, which is a belt. Okay. We're going to go all the way across, and I'm hoping I'm not covering my stitches so you can see. Try to do your stitches close as possible. Okay, that will help a lot too for collaging. Okay, now I'm going to go up one more time before I get to the next sequence because I'm going to hold that one down too so it won't go anywhere. So now we're going to go down close as possible. And I love this color teal because it gives the dress pop. So, and you know what? I might do some French knots in the teal around her head. I'll see. We'll see. Okay, now it came right exactly into that sequence, which is perfect. So that sequence is not going to go anywhere either. And we're going to bring the thread right here so that won't separate. Okay, we're getting almost to the other sequence. Don't worry, we're going to save that one too because I like this color on top of the other strap, and I thought it was awesome. Because if you think about, if you look at her dress, she do have teal in her dress. So I hope y'all guys are seeing this, what I'm doing. But I'm going to fix this last sequence now before it get out of hand. So I'm going to go down right here first. And then we're going to fix that last sequence. It's good we having this now, because in order to do things, you have to use your skills. And I'm going to hold the sequence because I want to make sure I go into that sequence hole. Because I find out if you hold it and you poke your needle underneath, eventually you'll find it. So, and I'm not finding it as easy like I did the other one. So I'm trying to, there we go. See, I found it. Here we go. That was fun. Now you hold the sequence, bring your thread up, and try to go close as possible to the top part. So you can have that gathered together. And I'm going to, hopefully y'all see it. There you go. Now the sequence won't go anywhere. The stitches is fine. That gathering is great. And here we go. Bring it up. And we solved that problem. Okay, keep it down, keep it down, keep it down. There we go. Now, do I want to bring thread all around her belt, her waist? We can do that, because on the original one, the first one I did put the thread around, but I'm thinking I just want to tack it with the tilt. I'm not going to do like the first one. I'm just going to tack it down. And if you see, it's fine because it is the color of the, so I'm back stitching. And let me move my hands so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to back stitch. Let me bring it all the way up. The stitches, the stitch, and bring it down. Okay, now we're going to go up again. Sorry about my hands, but I need to hold it to bring it up. Okay, bring it up closest possible to the edge. Okay, now we're going to bring it up, bring it down. There we go. And we then with that, we know that this is not going to go anywhere. Okay, and it's taking my needle. I don't know what's going on. What's going on? I don't know what happened, but there we go. That was, maybe it was something there on the belt, or one of the sequins from the fabric of the gold. It could have stopped it there. Okay, now we go up and we go back again to the back in the same hole. And since that hole was previous done, it wasn't that hard. Now see, okay, now we have that side, and it seems like it's a little bit off, but I'm gonna solve that problem too. So okay, here we go. We're gonna go up. We're gonna back stitch this whole line here, and I want the gold tip to show if possible. So I'm gonna try to go into the burnt orange, or should I say, yeah, burnt orange. That's a nice way of saying it. Okay, here we go. We go up, and that was like, yeah, sequence, but we're going to keep it rolling, and we're going to go back into the previous stitch, go downwards, see, and it give it the pop, because then you have that gold showing. And then we go up again right there. Let's keep it going, and we go back. I could have did the stitches more closer, but then I want y'all, the people, to see the tail. So it's up to you the way you want. If you want to bring your stitches closer, it's fine, and if you don't, go with it. And that one didn't quite go into the other stitch, but that's okay. We're going to keep the momentum going because it don't look bad. Okay, now this one I'm definitely going to put it in. And then we go over and we go under, go right between that stitch. Since I did the other one, I'm gonna keep it going that way. And there we go. Now, the sequence is in place. Everything is in place. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to take my needle up. I'm adding extra stuff here, y'all. I'm going to take my needle up and I'm going to go in and out. Take your needle backwards and go in and out and see how that works. There we go. All right, we're going back and forth. Okay, now we're going down. And voila. Don't look bad. It looks like a woven stitch is going across. And we don't have to worry about the bottom because by us doing the sequence there, it was okay. Okay, so we did the French knots, which is her hair up on the top. Okay, let's make sure y'all see it. The French knot, okay, and we collage fabric to fabric, which is her waist belt. And I could have went a little further down, but since I already did the work to it, I'm gonna leave it alone. But it really looked nice. I like the way it looks. And I'm gonna tell you, the embroidery cop is not gonna notice it unless you put it to their attention. If you put it to someone's attention, they will notice it. But someone that don't know embroidery or someone that know when you use a paintbrush, whatever it is, it is. So here we go. So I want to thank you for joining me in this adventure of the French knots and collaging the fabric to fabric. So with this segment, we are done. So if you can, like, subscribe, and comment, and let me know what you think. Let me know, should I just left it with just the first layer of fabric, or should I not put the sequence on top, or do you think the sequence give it the pop that it needs? So with that said, this is Elise from Bossupmixmedia Embroidery Art. We see you next Thursday. Bye.